The topic that we have for this day is about the communication aids and strategies using tools and technology. What is communication aids? As you can see there, communication aids help an individual to communicate effectively with people around them. Meaning to say, aids is a support or a supplemental thing or device that help a normal individual to make her speech or make his speech better. On the other hand, the communication aids are designed to help people who have difficulty when it comes to speaking. Meaning to say, they have problems when it comes to communication, and we called it as a communication disorders. We have two types of communication disorders, and we have to be particular on looking at them so we could avoid discrimination or we could not embarrass them. These are the people that might need the communication aids or device. Usually, these communication disorders are inborn. Let's talk about the difference between speech and language disorders. When we talk about speech disorders, these are speech impediments, or when someone is having struggles with pronouncing sounds or pronouncing the words. As you can see there, you can just read the signs of speech disorders. The other one, the language disorders, which can be spoken or written, make it difficult for a person to comprehend the things or to fully share their thoughts, ideas, and feelings. So it has the connection with their thinking capability. And as you can see here, these are the signs or symptoms of a language disorders. The people that has this what we call language disorders may have difficulties on following. What are the communication aids and why are they important? Communication aids are known as a form of augmentative and alternative communication or AAC. Sometimes it is designed to be a device or equipment. Augmentative communication supplements a child's existing skills such as using keyword, sign, or pictures to help make their communication message clearer or more detailed. Kaya nga sa mga elementary students, no, or sa mga nursery and kindergarten, usually the teachers are supplementing some images, sounds, no, or visuals for the student to learn fast and to learn better. What is the augmentative alternative communication? Basically, the augmentative communication devices are systems or devices that supplement natural speech. For instance, a small portable amplifier can increase speech volume and help those with limited vocal capacity to communicate effectively. Siyempre, kung maraming audience, let's say for example, 50 to 100 audience, tapos mag-isa ka lang magsasalita, now you need this augmentative communication devices, which will help you to amplify your voice using the microphone and speaker. The other one is the alternative communication. This uses systems device to replace natural speech. You don't have to use your natural voice or natural speech, and these are designs for those individuals that has the what we call the language disorders. This is a program, software, or application that is being used by this kind of individual, so they will be able to communicate. So what is an AAC device? AAC device come in all shapes and sizes. Some examples include iPads, speech generating devices, an eye gaze, communication boards, and picture books. As you can see, these devices don't have to be fancy or high tech. No, because there are a lot of different patient or a student that uses this depending on their condition. Kasi merong iba na meron silang language disorder pero nakakapag-galaw naman or nakakagalaw naman sila. They can use their hand, no, or they can move their head, no. But there are some student or patient that have the language disorder that cannot even every part of their body, no. Ginagamit lang nila yung kanilang gaze or yung eye contact para maigalaw yung cursor or yung arrow doon sa tapat ng kanilang mga tablets. Now let's talk about the categories under the communication aids. And we have here the first one, no, the first category under the communication aids. We have the comprehensive expressive aids. And these aids aim to meet most of a person's communication needs throughout their day. And it include alphabet boards and communication boards and books with a wide range of message represented by letters, words, photos, or symbols. As you can see there, that alphabet chart that supplemented with words as examples and pictures of the words. When we talk about comprehensive, it means to understand or understanding. And it could be used for those individuals that has the language disorder or disability to communicate because they are just using the image to identify the words or to comprehend the meaning of the word. Next is the targeted expressive aids. Targeted expressive aids are designed for specific situations when limited message sets are needed, such as community request cards or object symbols to allow a person to make basic requests. And this is usually used by the people outside the country. No, this is familiar or particular to the European and Western people, but in Southeast Asia, this is not actually particular because the PWD here or the people with language disorders or any kind of disorders are actually accommodated by their guardians or parents or relatives. And we are not familiar with this what we call community request card. Let's say, for example, a person with the communication disorder go outside their house and they have to bring this what we call the community request cards na kung saan nandun lahat yung kanilang mga gustong sabihin. Depende kung anong pupuntahan nila. Halimbawa, pupunta sila ng fast food. Siyempre, tungkol sa pagkain ng kanilang mga request card. As you can see there is a card there na may picture ng isang burger. At ang nakasulat dyan sa kanyang community request card, "Hello, I would like to purchase a hamburger and soda. There is a $10 bill in my pocketbook. Please take it and give me back the change and receipt. Thank you." And as a normal person that encounter that kind of situation, automatic pag na-receive niya yung request card na yon, maiintindihan nila or mauunawaan nila na yung batang pa lang yun, yung tao pa lang yun ay may problema. Meron siguro siyang language disorder at automatically accommodate yan nung cashier or kung sino man ang usap nung tao na mayroong language disorder. Kayo bilang listener, in case na mangyari sa inyo to, may makasalamuha kayong ganyan, may magabot sa inyo ng tinatawag na community request card, hindi na kayo culture shock, hindi na kayo maguguluhan, or hindi na kayo magugulat kasi nga, we understand that these people have the language disorders and need to be accommodated by us as a normal person. Next is the visual support. It refers to using a picture or other visual item to communicate with a child who has difficulty understanding or using the language. Visual supports can be photographs, drawings, objects, written words, or list. As you can see there, a support. It was written there, visual support. Meaning to say, there should be images, videos, photos, because those are considerable as visual support. As you can see there on the chart, if you are talking to a child that has the language disorder, all you have to do is to show this picture. It depends on the situation or it depends on the environment. Now, let's say, for example, you are asking the child with this disorder to greet the visitor. Of course, you have to show the picture there, not about greetings. Let's say, for example, it is about the circle time or forum. You have to show the pictures that is showing a circle time or a snack time or lunch time, etc. And supports for communication partners. Yung communication partners na sinasabi dito, ito yung mga kumakausap doon sa mga patient or persons with the communication disorders. Sila yung matyagang nagtitreat, nagtuturo ng function ng AAC device or ng mga tinatawag na visual support, communication, expressive aids. Sila ang mga nagtuturo niyan. So, as the communication partners, kailangan nila ng record ng pasyente. Ano yung status ng pasyente? Ano yung sakit na meron siya? Ito ba ay isip bata? Ito ba ay mature? May mga ganong kasing-klasing individual na meron silang language disorder pero hindi naman sila talaga isip bata. Talagang throughout the time na nag-age sila, nagmamature yung kanilang isip, yun nga lang, hindi sila nakakapagsalita. Kaya depende yan sa status ng isang pasyente. The role of a communication partner is to assess people with complex communication needs in order to impartially facilitate communication between the person with complex communication. And the last one that we have here is the assistive technology devices, a generic term that describes tools used by people with disabilities to accomplish tasks. Under the PMATCOM, there are 5 categories under the assistive technology devices. We have there the speech aids. Itong tinatawag na speech aids, ito yung mga microphone, speaker, amplifier, na tumutulong doon sa mga speaker na para mas maintindihan sila, or voice enhancer na pangatawag dito. And yung pangalawa is augmentative and alternative communication device or AAC devices na tinakal kanina. And then the adapted telephones. Itong mga adapted telephones na to, ito yung mga modified telephones na kung saan imbis na letters ang nakalagay at imbis na mga numbers ang nakalagay, merong mga symbols or visuals na tugma doon sa pangangailangan ng individual na merong language disorders. Kasi nga 'di ba, ang sabi kanina, yung mga individual na merong language disorders, mabagal sila mag-process ng information at hirap silang mag-process at hirap silang mag-isip, no? And then the other one is the computer access. No, it is a simple computer program, no? But the different is the keyboard might be different. Pwedeng pinalaki yung letters dun sa keyboard at medyo sinimplified yung instruction doon sa loob ng computer or yung software. And the last one that we have here is the environmental control devices. These control devices are what we call yung remote controlled na mga devices. Let's say for example, may iwan sa bahay yung taong may communication disorder at aalis yung parent or yung guardian, pupunta ng trabaho. Siyempre mag-iwan ka ng CCTV sa bahay. You can install CCTV that can be controlled by your smartphone or yung mga gamit mo sa bahay. Like let's say for example, the appliances or yung electrical switches, kaya siyang kontrolin ng smartphone mo kahit wala ka sa inyo, no? Monitor mo yung kalagayan ng mahal mo sa buhay kahit wala ka. What are the benefits of using the communication aids? It helped the people to express themselves throughout their life na hindi sila nakikipag-usap at feeling nila ay wala silang silbi, or feeling nila walang sense yung buhay nila. With the use of these devices or communication aids na tinatawag, they are now able to express themselves. Nakakapagsalita sila. Mamaya mag-iwan ako ng link doon magpo-post ako ng link doon sa description para makita nyo yung halimbawa ng mga communication devices para sa mga individuals na may problema sa pakikipag-communicate, para mapanood nyo kung ano ba talaga yung nangyayari between the normal person at yung pasyente kapag nag-uusap sila using those devices. And then it increases their self-esteem and confidence. And they will enjoy their life and they will be able to practice their social skills. They will feel valued because of these things, because they are now able to communicate.